Today, we talk about... Johnny, I got one question for you. Is you serious? But not for real. So I had a few other ideas planned today for some videos, but we gonna take it a little left today because I had to stay late at work today. I had to save a guy's life. Actually, it was a chick. What did he? Hey, yo. Okay, so check this out. Have a moment today to look at my Instagram and yeah, so like my window is like wide open. Now, luckily I'm on the 14th floor, right? But if someone was like able to watch me right now doing all this goofy ass ish, like this is probably what it would look like.
Hey guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and we'll get all the videos and get my merch and do all that stuff that no one cares about. Oh yeah! Wow!
That was way too extra. Bop! I actually think that's going to turn out really funny. Can't wait to edit that. Back to brass tacks. So, yeah, fuck it, right? Who cares? Do something. Innocent bystander eavesdropping. What's the word? Starts with a V, right? Starts with a V. What's that word? Where they like look through your peephole? Damn it. Vicarious. No, not vicarious. It's like an evil word. What happened to that Erin Andrews chick? Someone was peeping, Tomming her. What the fuck was that word? Voyeur. That's the word I'm looking for. Voyeur. Great song by Blink-182, am I right? One of the best bands of all time. But speaking of bands, let's get back to Johnny Mayer. And I ain't talking Johnny Mayer Trio. Fuck that shit. No, I'm just playing, John. I love everything you do. Like, no, for real. I love everything you do. Which actually segues into this next point, which is, all right, so he releases this video. Let's take a look at this whole thing, am I right? Bop, 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 bop. One thing y'all need to know about Johnny Mayer is he is lolzy AF, and I don't give a boo what any of y'all say. But, you know, I don't want to get off on that tangent right now, because I do love Johnny, but I do want to make a dedicated video for John at some point, but who's that? Look at that guy. Oh my God, there's like dumb amount of contrast right there. How does Casey Neistat use his fingers so good? This is harder than it looks, guys. You gotta have a lot of, actually I'm getting better at it. God damn it, stay focused. Focus. All right, what was I saying? I have to make these shorter so I can edit them quicker. That's the dumb part. Oh, okay, what was I saying? Okay, so first of all, let's backtrack right quick. The Air Force 270, I didn't get it. I never got it. And the reason I didn't get it is because the concept is just very flaky. Let me tell you something. It comes, actually, wow, I just noticed my bed looks like garbage.
Garbage!
Yeah, let's relax right quick.
Swim in a deep sea of blankets. This is bound to be a while. Your body.
Oh my God, Lele Pond's dead. Yeah, let's get comfy. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's just to wrap this up. I looked into it, and it's very vague because the Air Force 270, first of all, the Air Max 270, still got to get a pair, and I still think it's a little cheesy, but I have to respect the fact that it's the most air that Nike has ever put in an Air Max product. So from that standpoint, the historical standpoint, I got to do that shit for Madden.
Fuck you, Gumby!
And I'm still waiting on a good colorway. Some of these new Flyknit colorways are coming out. Actually, I'm gonna stop myself right there. We're not here to talk about that. Whew. Back to the Air Force 270. So the Air Force 270 came out around the same time. It's got the same kind of appeal to it as far as that new air bubble goes, right? But the difference here is it just looks very odd. And when I looked into it further, come to find out that it's the same way the Air Max 270 is based on the Air Max 180 and Air Max 93 combined. The Air Force 270 is the Air Force Max and the Air Force 180 combined. So two of like Charles Barkley's signature issues. And, you know, Charles Barkley's great. I love Charles Barkley. I actually ran into him in Central Park. First celebrity I ever met. Starstruck as fuck. And I love Charles Barkley. I'm not intimidated by him or like, and I don't like jizz to him or anything like that. But it's just so funny, like running into him at Central Park and just being blown away like, oh. And I remember going up to him And I thought I was going to like have this big conversation with him because he seems like a really nice guy. Even in person, he was taking pictures with everybody and all that ish. But the minute I came up to him, I was like that kid in Space Jam. Yo, Charles Barkley. But he was mad nice, but I was so starstruck. All I could do was be like, hey, Chuck, can I take a picture? And he was like, yeah, man. And then we took a little selfie together. And that was it. And he walked on his way. I was such a wuss about it. Anyway, so I love Charles Barkley. But his shoes, that dude don't move shoes. I do own one pair of his shoes, these. And the reason I bought them is not because of Charles Barkley, but because of Jumanji. Again, story for another time. So that's the inspiration for the Air Force 270. So already I'm just not feeling it because those two Air Force models are, as Charles would say, terrible. Kenny, this is terrible. Ernie, let me tell you something, Ernie. Kenny, let me tell you something. Ernie, let me tell you something. Ernie, Kenny, let me tell you something. Terrible. These shoes is terrible. Terrible, Kenny. Terrible, Ernie, terrible. All right, we got to stop. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, with all that said, I really wasn't a fan of that, and I'm still sort of just a fan of the Air Max 270, and I'll get to a colorway of my choosing at some point. I got all year. Them issues ain't going nowhere. Now, all right, let's move around a little bit. Whew, why is that so exhausting? Now, what was I going to say? Okay, so back to my boy, Johnny Mayer. So he posted that video, right? Or that Instagram story. And it was actually very clever, I thought. And I thought he was half joking, half serious. And I think he's drawing a little bit too much inspiration from the acronym Prestos that he loves so much. And trust me, I love them too. I love them bitches. Can't wait to wear them again this summer. Woo-wee. I mean, I'm only here, well, I haven't given you guys the full details of what's going on, but I only brought these kicks. Where's the other kicks? Oh, right there. So there's some work to be done here. So the rotation is going to have to change. But anyway, oh, God, I hate getting off topic. So I love the concept he took. I love the relation to the Super Soaker. And I love how he just bodied that one troll. Ayo. I mean, John's just like such a smart, clever, cunning, sharp, witty dude. Oh, all right, enough. Separate video coming at some point when I'm ready. So all of a sudden I started to think about the shoe. I was like, damn, do I really want this shoe? Do I really want this? And the answer is still no. I'm going to skip them. But I just love how clever he got with it. I love the Super Soaker relation. And I love how a fan responded back with a very creative art piece that showed the Super Soaker in that context. And just with John's growing ties to the streetwear sneaker scene as far as like a very valuable asset as far as influencers go. And a lot of people like to use influencer in a very negative connotation, but John Mayer is the perfect representation of a good influencer. He fucks with visvim. He fucks with acronym. Like oh God. Is this too much dick riding? I don't know. Fuck, bitch. I love John Mayer. And yeah, so like it's someone that's really that dedicated to specific tastes that when they say something, you believe that something. And I like to take his word. And at least I took it seriously. Like for someone that's not impressed with the Air Force 270, it at least made me go back and take a look at it and look into its history and make me want to reevaluate, like, am I wrong for not wanting these issues, or am I right? In this case, I think I'm right. But hey, John, do your thing. Hope you enjoy the kicks. But yeah, I think I ain't gonna be joining you in that journey. But I love what you did with the story today. I love watching your stories, man. I love watching your lives, man. I remember binging on John Mayer for like days, where I would watch any and every interview he'd ever done, and don't even get me started on the music. Oh man, so many favorite songs of his. Right, this has really turned into a John Mayer Jizz Fest. I could really get fucked in here. Anyway. Oh, dude, that one clip, speaking of me wearing the Yeezys, that one clip of John Mayer and Kanye doing that clip together when they made that Bittersweet song together. I still love that song, and I think both of them are quoted as saying it's one of the worst songs they ever made. But if either of y'all is watching this, trust me, I have had that song on repeat so many times over the years. So fuck y'all. Actually, no, I respect both of y'all. Anyway, this is getting so off topic. I feel like I had a point to this, but I don't even remember what it was. I was just so excited to talk about John Mayer. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Air Force 270? Do any of you own them missions? The only person I know of that's actually bought a pair is Hess Kicks. And God bless Hess Kicks, man. I got to make a separate video on Hess Kicks. That guy's a fucking G. But yeah, I just can't do it. Can't do it. Wow, too many Chris Rock references today. Oof, all right, I'm really getting out of breath. I got to start going back to the gym, man. I've lost so much weight. Look at these skinny ass bitches, huh? Still going Kaepernick, though. I think that's it. Anyway, love the concept. Love your work, Johnny. Love hearing about your takes on sneakers all the time. So keep them coming, my dude. Really hope I get to meet you someday. But I have a lot of goals for what I want to do with all this ish. Yeah, so let's leave it at that. And let me make sure I didn't want to say anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you on the next one. We out. Bye. Peace.
Feeling that I'm never good enough. Will it wash out in the water, or is it always in the blood?